Hi everybody, this is Aries Tarot Girl and I'm back with another video. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. So I would have preferred to post a video a couple days ago because this is going to be sort of considering the new moon in Capricorn that's supposed to be tonight or tomorrow, depending on where you are. But we're gonna just go ahead and do a tarot reading, set some intentions, talk a little bit about the theme of, the Capricorn new moon and how I like to think of that and, what I've sort of been doing with that personally, just to give you some ideas for something that you can do, or maybe there's something I can say that will help you in your personal journey, or you'll take something away that you can apply to your life or in your practice. So that's just the purpose behind that. And then I wanted to end with a pick a card, bring out some crystals and do a pick a card with my animal spirit guide oracle deck. So I thought that would be really fun. I do want to include some ASMR triggers, so I'm gonna just be doing some personal attention and some whispering as well and some hand motions. So without further ado, I like to amplify the energy and the intention of my readings, my channelings, my energy work with fire, right? I am a fire sign. I'm very drawn to and captivated by fire, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring out one of my candles. And I never really got too much into the idea of setting intentions before I found the Luna Nate on YouTube, and she's one of my favorite ASMR artists and just internet mentors, if that's a way I can put it. So we just have some vanilla caramel here, something sort of warm, sort of sweet, just something sort of soft to balance out the Capricorn energy. I lost my small lighter, so I have my big one here. So we have this warm flame for our new moon in Capricorn tonight. Alright. So when I think about Capricorn, and my mom is a Capricorn, so I automatically think of the more feminine and maternal version. But I think of someone who is very solid, very sturdy. I think of discipline and routine. I think of hard work ethic. So a new moon, we have new beginnings and new motivations, all that good stuff. On this new moon in Capricorn, I'm channeling a lot of energy for projects and just sort of solidifying my intentions and my goals, and I'm thinking more of laying that foundation that we need, saying this is my goal, this is what I'm gonna do, and putting myself in a position to be stable before I really take off and start doing a lot more of my research and studying. I don't know where you guys live, but I am in the middle of the United States. I'm in Kansas, so the Midwest weather has been very back and forth. It's a very odd winter. It's almost in the 50s here for Fahrenheit. So I've been feeling a lot of like spring is around the corner, and I keep, being charged by the sun. And okay, I'm wanting to declutter and start doing stuff. And we just entered the age of Aquarius. We moved out of the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius. I'm sorry, I'm rambling a little bit, but we're moving more out of, as a collective, being in a position or a state of feeling and being sensitive, kind of, or dreamlike in a dream state. And now we're sort of waking up and paying attention, and we're curious and sort of experimenting with ideas and possibilities and things that are plausible. So I think of like engineering and stuff like that. My husband's an Aquarius too, so just a lot of playing with ideas overall. And we're also about to enter Aquarius season here next week, so I guess this is just like a new moon, but also sort of closing out the Capricorn season and, finishing strong with Capricorn and harnessing this last little bit of the Capricorn energy while we have it here so strong and so prominent. Okay, so without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my tarot deck. And this is the classic deck, the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. So I'm just going to pull a few cards and see what support and what message we have for the new moon and for the ending of Capricorn season. Just, me personally, I've been trying to make up my mind in a sense of what I'm going to be doing and what my plans are. I dropped my little black sardonyx that I had in there. So just, this isn't saying that you have to be limited and, force yourself to be stuck in the Capricorn routine and self-control. And, I think that I'm definitely feeling already the pulls of Aquarius season, and I'm sort of wanting to start looking into all of these different things and topics. And, I've been buying a lot of books. And so the main purpose or main intent that I have behind this video is just to encourage some grounding and some self-care, and just, I'm just encouraging there to be a pause, and again, to maybe just have some kind of time to yourself to really solidify what it is, what your goal is, what your end goal truly is, before we start getting pulled into this Aquarius energy next week. And if you're, severely affected by the weather like myself, and all of this sun in the middle of winter, it's messing with me. It is. It's making me like ready to go, and I'm like, no, this is not Aries season. I need to wait. I need to have that self-control. I need to get my life together, and go through, those planning stages, and that Pisces kind of dreamlike manifestation, very nurturing my ideas kind of stage 2, before it all comes back around to my time to shine, right? the very beginning of the zodiac calendar. So, all right. I hope that the audio is bearable for you guys. I know that the playback always has a lot of static, which I'm not a fan of, so. Okay, just splitting my deck. Let's see what we have here. Okay. So the first card that I've pulled for the collective is the reversed Hermit. So upright, normally this means, there's some kind of withdrawal or maybe feelings of loneliness or just not sure where to go or what you're doing, and just kind of having a little bit of information and that's all that you have, in a dark age, kind of. Maybe you feel left by your guides, but reversed. Talking about the new moon in Capricorn, I'm feeling like this is saying more like we're approaching the end of this dark age, of sort of going through the motions or not really paying attention to where we're at or being in the dark and so not being activated. I feel like this new moon is a great time to sort of transition into a new phase, a new project, or just way of being in general, incorporating things that you've been thinking about for a while but hadn't really gotten to, just starting to be more aware of your surroundings and noticing things that have maybe been happening for a long time and you didn't see them before. I just feel like this card is saying that we're going to be waking up, and again, I think activated is the best word I could have picked in this moment. I think that the light bulb is kind of going to be going off for us, and we're going to be pulled out of a sleep state, kind of, or just a place of being lost or unaware, kind of just drifting without any specific intent or purpose that we were aware of. So yeah, that's what I've pulled for our first one. Next we have the Page of Pentacles, so maybe this activation will be, career related or, financially. Maybe you're gonna have some new information coming to you or realize that you've sort of been sleeping on something. Either way, this makes me think of ambition, opportunities, definitely starting something, so sort of starting fresh, laying down next to each other. This card is facing the reversed Page of Wands. So we have this Page of Pentacles, someone who's sort of just starting out on their journey, in the pursuit of maybe a job or promotion or financial stability, financial freedom. Those are just some things that it could mean. Maybe a new house, something of that nature. And then we have the reversed Page of Wands, so I think just be cautious though in what you're doing, having those creative ideas, but maybe not rushing in too fast. or not letting your ego get in the way at the same time. I know it's exciting when you wake up and you have new realizations and new activations. But I think just taking your time to do things right the first way around, which is, it all ties back into the purpose of this new moon, in my opinion, or just what I feel like the theme, not to make anyone feel like I'm putting them in a box or forcing, this concept on them, but this theme of foundation, right? This theme of taking our time to have the discipline, the self-control, the structure that it takes to be grounded when we move into this new season of Aquarius, where we can start experimenting and, throwing ideas around and maybe getting a little scatterbrained. It's going to be okay. We're not going to lose our footing. We're not going to get ahead of ourselves because we have that root, that grounded root. So I would also recommend working right now with your root chakra and I'd say your heart chakra, just to listen to your heart and see what it is that you really want. I don't know about you guys, but I'm just now sort of feeling like the effects of the new year, starting to have an idea of what I want my 2021 to look like, and that's okay if it hit you a little later. But yeah, just staying on track and staying in alignment is always a theme, no matter what month or what moon phase or zodiac season. So just stay true to yourselves. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to flip the camera around for you guys. I'm going to set out 3 cards and we're going to do our pick a card really quick before I let you guys go. So I'll be right back. Alright, so we have our 3 cards here. I've loved this deck. The artwork and the details are just beautiful, absolutely stunning. So our first card, we have the Labradorite. The second card, we have our Citrine. And the last card, we have a Sodalite. And you can hear my dog sneezing in the background. So I'll go ahead and do these one by one. If you chose the Labradorite point, which I don't know if I can show you, there's some flecks. If you chose the Labradorite, we have the Buffalo Spirit. It says the abundant universe will provide, and that's number 10 if that resonates with anyone. If you chose the Citrine point, number 2, Antelope Spirit, life is speeding up, definitely. And if you picked the 3rd card with the Sodalite point, we have Giraffe Spirit, see the big picture. And I actually pulled this one earlier for myself, and that's number 29, if that resonates with anybody. So yeah, Buffalo Spirit, the abundant universe will provide. Like, don't worry too much about this process that we're going through, right? Everything's gonna work out the way that we believe it will. Antelope Spirit, life is speeding up, but we have what it takes to keep up with it, and that's especially why right now this foundation is so important, and that's why I'm trying to emphasize us utilizing this last, portion of the Capricorn season. And then we have Giraffe Spirit, see the big picture. Don't get too caught up in all the fine details, right? Keep your main goal in mind. do those visualizations and those meditations. So I hope that resonated with some of you. Alright, and I just wanted to switch back before I say goodbye. I just wanted to read you guys a little bit from my journal from tonight. Something that I just channeled for myself, for you guys, for the collective. So this is my new journal that I'm keeping everything in. Before I had just plain notebooks, and I thought that I would invest a little bit and get a cute one. Something that just sort of didn't distract me from the energy. I have a Taurus moon, so I'm very particular, and I'd be, all in my zone, and then I'd get out this old, tattered notebook to write down all of my messages and stuff in, and I was sort of distracted by that sight, so I thought I would just get something like this. Tonight the air is filled with new beginnings and ways of being. I am open to receiving the lessons I need in order to reach my full potential. I am detailed and organized in my plans, which come from a sound mind and foundation. I claim all that is available to me in support of my highest and greatest good, and that which provides me the most fulfilling and loving experience. All right. So I hope that sort of eased you into this new moon energy, or provided some kind of insight, some kind of activation, something to think about over the next couple of days. The whole intent behind it is to encourage and empower you guys to reach your full potential, maximize your experience in this realm while you're here. So if there's anything that you would like me to touch more on, or if you have any questions for me or any comments, please don't hesitate to let me know in the comments of this video. So thank you for tuning in. I hope to see you again next time. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified of my future videos. I'm going to try to start posting them more often, maybe at least a couple a month, just to start out and see how you guys like that. Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to like, and I'll see you guys next time.